Welcome to the CGMP course known as the Current Good Manufacturing Practices. Typically, the people that enroll in this course are the chemical technology students enrolled at Cape Fear Community College. However, the course is open to everyone. If you need an ISC credit, then you probably maybe have taken a look at this course and decided to enroll in it and have it count towards your degree, whatever that degree might be. However, this is particularly designed for chemical technology, which means that we're going to place a focus on working laboratories, whatever type of laboratory that might be, throughout the entire course and throughout the entire semester. So what I want to do with this first video is just to give you an overview of the Blackboard site. So that way you know where to find the information, you know where to go to submit your assignments, and you know where to go to access the tests that are going to be required throughout this semester. One of the things that I would like to say is that this course is entirely online. You never have to step foot on the CFCC campus to complete this particular class. So your tests are online, your assignments will be submitted online, and all of the lecture content will be delivered online as well. What you're seeing on your screen right now is the CFCC Blackboard page. And depending on when you have accessed this course, your toolbar over to the left-hand side could look a little different. So when you access the main web page of the CFCC homepage, you can click My Classes and Blackboard. When you do that, all of the classes that you are enrolled in will show up on the screen, and they will show up in one of two areas. On my side, as a faculty member, I see all of the active CFCC courses that I'm teaching here. However, you might not see that on your screen. You might just see this center block that says My Announcements. So you'll see a My Announcements course. You'll also see a tab that says My Courses, and very often these will be the same on your end. Okay, so what we do is that under the My Courses, you've got probably two at least listed. One is the ISC 278 class, CGMP Quality Systems, which is where we are now. And the other one is going to be called a CFCC Blackboard tutorial. So I want to talk about this tutorial in just a second, but I want you to remember that that link is there. And this link will probably have to be accessed at some point in the semester to get credit for the ISC course. Okay, so if you just click a class that you want to access, we'll click the ISC 278. That's how you got here to watch the video in the first place. And then over to the left-hand side, you will see a couple of different links that show up. Again, these could look a little different than what's showing up on the video right now, depending on when you've accessed this course. The Announcements tab will be the place that I will go to give you updates on the course modules or the changes that have happened, or maybe a change in a due date, maybe something that I want you to pay close attention to. All of that will go into the Announcements tab, and that by default is what shows up as soon as you log into the course. So right now you see that there's a welcome message or announcement for you to talk a little bit about what this class is supposed to cover. And then you're also seeing an announcement that was posted just a little bit later that talks about the system update, that it takes a little while for the Blackboard course to fully update itself and to get it prepared for the course from this point on. So again, you'll probably see some changes over here to the left-hand side when those system updates get completed. Another tab that you might want to take a look at is the Getting Started tab, which is right below the announcements. If I click the Getting Started tab, this screen will show up. And it's going to tell me a little bit about what this page is all about. So the overview and required activities are up here at the top. It gives you an introduction to the ISC 278 course as it's listed with the North Carolina Community College system. You'll see an active link for the ISC 278 course And again, you're seeing this is a little bit expired because this isn't even referencing the correct syllabus right now. You'll also see a schedule. It's embedded in the syllabus, but there is also a schedule as well that is a quick and easy access for the due dates. My contact information, my email address, my phone number in case you have to get in contact with me or you have a question about the course or an assignment or a test question. The format of the course, telling you that this is fully online and you work really at your own pace as long as you submit the assignments and the tests by the due date. And then a CFCC Blackboard tutorial. So this is one of the assignments that you have to complete. And this is counted as a grade for the course. But you are required to complete the CFCC Blackboard tutorial available in the My Course list when you log into Blackboard. I showed you where that link was just a couple of minutes ago. Follow the directions in the tutorial. You'll earn your certificate, and you need to save that certificate on your computer. And then what you do is that you come back here, and this CFCC Blackboard tutorial will show up, and you're going to click that link or click that name. Again, on your end, it might look slightly different, but it will be there. And then at the bottom, you are going to attach your certificate to this submission. So here under where it says attach file, you're going to hit browse my computer, and you're going to go through, pick where you saved the certificate on your computer, and then you hit open, and it will automatically load up just like you're attaching something in an email, and down at the bottom you're going to hit submit. So that's going to be the first assignment that you need to do for the course before you start any module at all, period. All right? Now that's not the only thing that you've got to do before you start any module. The second thing that you have to do is this thing called an Icebreaker Discussion. When you click the Icebreaker Discussion, it's going to take you to a discussion board. And there could be some items already listed if some other people have already completed it, or it might be a blank screen like this one is. And what you want to do is you want to introduce yourself. That's what the Icebreaker Discussion is. Who are you? Why are you taking the course? And what do you hope to achieve in the class? So if you click Create Thread, this will allow you to start a message board topic, and you can type the subject here or whatever you want to type it in, it doesn't matter. And then in the message block, write 1 or 2 or 3 sentences about who you are, what you do, what you hope to achieve, why are you enrolled in the course. A couple of sentences, that's all that we ask. And then down at the bottom, hit submit. When you do those 2 things, you've just completed the first 2 assignments of the module and of the course. So these are easy 100s. So everyone starts off with a 100 average, which is an A, and there's nowhere to go but down from this point. So please don't go down in your cumulative grade point average or your cumulative average for the course. Keep it as an A. It's very easy to do throughout the class, and you will be very proud of yourself at the end, hopefully. All right? Okay, so some other links that are happening over here to the side is a link called the Syllabus. I highly encourage you to click the link that says Syllabus. We don't do this to waste our time. We actually do it for you to read it. This helps you understand the course. It helps you to understand what's going to be required of you throughout the next 10 weeks of the summer, and to help keep you on track of where you need to be. So all of the pertinent information about the class will load up. You're more than welcome to print this off or to save it on your computer, but it will always be in Blackboard, so you'll always have a copy, an electronic copy of it at least, accessible at all times. One of the things that I want you to take a look at, the tables kind of merged together here, but it will not when you download them, is the grade distribution. Under the module test, you will see that that's 60% of your grade, and the assignments are 40% of your grade. Okay, so that means the tests are going to be weighted more than the assignments, and that kind of makes sense because the test is really testing your knowledge. What have you learned? Can you regurgitate back information to us that is important or that we deem as important. So this is really testing your subject material knowledge, and that's why it's weighted a little bit more. The assignments are all really open-ended. You can take your time on them, use outside resources, read the book. Some of these are Word documents that you'll answer questions on. Some of these is just to really comment on a picture or a cartoon that we have posted up into the Blackboard site. So these are a little bit I would say freelance. These are going to be more opinion-based assignments, and for that reason, we've lowered the percentage on the assignment category. But out of the two, focus on the module test. Make sure that you do pretty well on them throughout the entire course. And over to the side, you will see the grade breakdown. It's an 8-point scale at Cape Fear, so you're looking at a 92, 84, 76, 68 scale. From my point of view and point of perspective, I do not see the college changing this anytime soon. It will stay an 8-point scale. It has been an 8-point scale for the entire 8 or 9 years that I've been here. So we just kind of have to get used to it if you are coming from a different college or maybe even a high school that is graded on a 10-point scale. We're 8 here, and all the classes are treated the same way. Throughout the rest of the syllabus, you'll see some things about the attendance. We can't really take attendance. It's an online course. How am I going to take attendance? You'll see descriptions of the module tests and the assignments. The module tests are all timed. The module test you can only access one time, and that is it. Once you access it once, you cannot access it again. Whatever grade you get the first time through is the grade that you'll get awarded with at the end of the semester. I can't really reopen the module test because as soon as you submit the module test, you receive the answers on the questions. So my advice is to make sure that you have a stable internet connection. If you do not have a stable internet connection and you get kicked out of a module test, there's nothing that I can do about it. I cannot reopen it because I don't know if you went in and looked at the answers that were given and then on the second time around take those answers that were on your screen and just go through and fill out the questions. So make sure that you are connected to a stable internet or Wi-Fi before you attempt these module tests. The assignments, again, you download them, you work on them at your own pace, you upload them as an attachment, and you send them to me. So that works a little bit differently, but the module test, make sure that you take care with that. Children on campus, laboratory rules, religious holidays, disability services, academic honesty, student email information, tobacco policy, conduct and safety, religious observance. All of these I'll let you read at your own pace. It's something that I don't need to cover. It's something that I don't need to really talk about in great detail on the video, but I need you to read that information because it's there for a purpose. So please do not skip over those sections of the syllabus. In the next section of the syllabus, you'll see a very short calendar. This course only has 4 modules. And in modules, think of these as kind of like chapters of a textbook. So the first module is going to concern OSHA, Occupational Health and Safety Administration. The second module is going to focus on laboratory control and compliance, what goes on in a laboratory environment to make sure that the data that we receive is justified and good, and we can say that we can go to court on that data if we have to. Module 3 is going to concern statistics, QC, QA, GLP, and GMP. That is a more lengthy module, and you're seeing that the due date is going to be about a month for that module because there's so much information that's included into that category. And then finally our module 4, which is the FDA, the CFR, the USP, the ICH, and maybe even the EPA gets added into that, is going to be due date on July the 29th, about 2 weeks. So that's kind of the constant trend here. The very first module is going to be due about 2 weeks after the class starts. The next module will be 2 weeks after that. Module 3 is a large module, so it kind of takes up 2 of them, which is why we do 4 weeks of a due date on that one. And then finally, Module 4 is going to be due 2 weeks after Module 3. So that's really the constant trend that happens throughout the class. All right. Okay, so that's your syllabus. Again, you can download that over here when you click syllabus in that link. If you click the schedule here that's showing up on the main tab as well, you will see the due dates that are pulled out of the syllabus, and they are embedded on the screen for you here. So it's nice and convenient for you. If you ever forget what due date is this next module coming up, you don't want to download the entire syllabus, or you don't want to find your syllabus, then just click the schedule link. That's what the purpose of that link is for. The instructor contact information is the same link as what you saw before in the Getting Started link. This is a little bit about me, a little bit about how to get a hold of me, my email address and my office phone number. And the office hours are always put TBA here because that's always included in the syllabus. So please go look at the syllabus to get the current office hours because those do change semester to semester. If you need to send me a quick email, you're more than welcome to do that. You can go into your CFCC email address and type in my email address directly, or down here at the very bottom, you can just click the link that says email the instructor, and that will send it to me directly. Your choice. We give you options here, right? Something else that you'll see over here to the side is a link that will say modules. Depending on when you upload or when you access the course site, you could see only one module listed. You could see maybe all of the modules listed at once. This is the modules that we're referring to on the syllabus. And when you click the link for Module 1 OSHA, you will see a lot of material that will show up. We try to organize it in a way so you don't miss anything. So what you will begin to see is that at the beginning of these modules, you will see various notes or announcements that I want to make about the module itself. You'll also begin to see videos that I want you to watch that are typically pulled from YouTube that's relevant to what we're discussing or what we're talking about. These videos could be maybe a couple of minutes of a commercial or a very short explanation of something. These videos could be 20 or 30-minute videos that give you more of a deeper understanding or more background information when it concerns that particular type of topic. So please watch these videos, because if the videos are listed, that's fair game for the test. And when you access the module test, well, because it's timed, you better be ready for the questions. And these questions can come from the videos as well as the reading assignments. So all of these are fair game. So that's the purpose of really online learning, right? These are one of the tools that we use to help you better understand the material that's at hand. Okay, you'll also see some links maybe to different websites that are important, or you'll see some links to a PowerPoint presentation that I would like for you to download and look through and study like your notes to make sure that we're all on the same page. You'll, at the very end of this, we'll also see the assignments that begin to get listed. And we group those together typically at the end of each module. So here's the OSHA Salon article that you'll have to do. It gives you a little bit of explanation about what this assignment is about and how to complete this assignment. So again, you would access this, you would complete it at your own pace, then you would upload that assignment into the Blackboard system and then send it to me. And then it triggers on my end that you've submitted an announcement or an assignment, and then I will go in and grade it. So there's an assignment. Here's another one, OSHA Citations. It tells you a little bit about what is OSHA writing these companies up for. The next one is Chemical Safety Board Research. So this was a link that I wanted you to visit up in the early parts of the module. So this assignment, make sure that you access that link and it makes sure that you do what you're supposed to do when that announcement page came around. The empirical sugar announcement, that was one of the videos that I wanted you to watch. It's such an important video that we devised a assignment around it. So it makes sure that you've watched this video and that you've understood it, and that you can use some critical thinking skills to turn around and answer these assignment questions. And then finally, you see two tests down here at the tail end of the module. One is the OSHA inspections, and one is the OSHA regulations. So it tells you a little bit about the test before you begin. You may attempt this test only once. This test has a time limit of 20 minutes. All of the questions here are true and false, so you've got a 50-50 shot of answering those correctly. And this says there's no due date on the module test, but there is. So that will be one of the things that will change on your end when you begin to access these. And then this next test is OSHA regulations. Again, you can only take it once. These questions are multiple choice, and you'll be given 60 minutes to complete this test. I try to give you some insight about the types of questions that are there to mentally prepare yourself for the test before you access it. They could be true and false, they can be multiple choice, they can be short answer, or they could be essay questions. So these are the things that you need to keep in mind when you begin completing these assignments and completing the module test throughout the semester. Okay? So each module will be structured in this way. You'll see an onslaught of videos and articles and links to other websites. Go through them one at a time. Make sure that you access them and expose yourself to all of that information. And then at the very end, we've grouped everything together, the assignments and the test, because we don't want you to scroll through all of those module pages and maybe accidentally miss a module assignment because you were scrolling through too quick. So they all happen at the very end, and that's the reason that we do that. Okay? So there's the module link. That's probably the most important link out of the sidebar that's over here to the left. Something else that you'll also see are your grades. At any point in time, if you want to look at your cumulative average, you'll just click the grade category and your grades will show up, and it will give you a running cumulative average total throughout the entire semester. And then if you need help, it could be help on Blackboard, it could be help with something technical issue-wise, issue-related. Click the help feature. It will walk you through a couple of questions. It will give you some resources to contact in case you can't figure out how to solve the problem on your own. Okay? All right, so that's the ISC 278 course. Please read the rest of the syllabus. Please make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into before you start the course. And I will give you another video in preparation of the OSHA module folder when you're ready. So whenever you're ready to start the module, click the link. Module 1 OSHA is the very first one that will be active. And for the next 2 weeks, you will have your chance at attempting this module and completing these assignments and hopefully keeping your A average that you already have by completing that Blackboard assignment and by completing that discussion board assignment. So have fun in the course. If you have any questions, please contact me.